But before we get into it, okay, because there's a lot to talk about, and I've been excited for over a year now about talking with you, Madelyn. So welcome again to Clari-T Media. Madelyn Mackie is the career activator. Her clients have landed jobs with Facebook, Kaiser, Salesforce, and other high-profile companies across the Bay Area. She is licensed and certified with the National Resume Writers Association, as Jackie Welch mentioned earlier, for those of you who saw it. She's also licensed and certified with the Academies Incorporated for Career Coaching and Leadership and Job Searching and all of that. Madelyn is offering a 30-minute complimentary career consultation to review your situation and to help get you prepared. But I'm going to let her share more about that in just a few. So stand by for that 30-minute complimentary consultation. That's coming up. She also is a specialist in resumes and LinkedIn profiles and career business goals and outplacement for jobs. I mean, you can get us connected with work, my goodness, or at least give us some ideas. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Miss Madelyn Mackie, the career activator. Thanks for joining us here.
I am thrilled to be here to help everyone come out of 2020, right? You're absolutely right, Alicia. We all kind of just needed to pause. Like we were moving. 2020 was supposed to be the year. Anybody remember that? That was going to be our year to get the promotion, to launch the business, to take the business to the next level. And then we all had to pause. We all had to stop. Yeah. Now it's time. Now this is your season. So it's time to get ready. What do we have to do to get you ready to take your business, your career to the next level?
Yeah. And for some folks, they're still paused, Jackie. Madelyn. Some folks are still paused, and I have days when I stop and I say, "Oh, let me go to this refrigerator, get me a glass of wine," because I'm spending a lot of time online looking for supplemental income myself, because I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to build my brand, but I also need to pay my bills at the same time, to keep it real. I really am struggling. And at this age, now I was born and raised in San Francisco. Okay. I grew up in San Francisco. I was educated in San Francisco. I had work just waiting for me in San Francisco. I remember, in my 20s and my 30s, even in my 40s, I wasn't concerned about work. And I'll tell my age, at 55 years old, I feel like they just tossed me to the trash. Like, is it really ageism? Is it that I'm overqualified? Is it my brand? Yeah. Like what? And you've seen me enough. Let's just use me as an example, because I need some coaching here. I need some help here, just like, those of you out there who are tuned in. Tell me what you know about what's happening in the work world and with people trying to maintain and survive.
Yeah. So first of all, you don't look a day over 25. Okay. Let's be real clear. We don't crack. You don't look a day over 25. But when when you're thinking about your goals, don't pay attention to what's happening in the rest of the world. Okay. When you're looking at the job market, you're looking at CNN, it's all doom and gloom. It's not. Like here in the Bay Area, there are companies that are hiring. There are industries that are growing. There's areas that are booming. So yes, you can find a job. Let's start with that. Yes, you can launch a business. Yes, you can find a job. Yes, you can have a side hustle. What this pandemic has taught many of us is that you can't have your income coming from one place. You can have a 9-to-5 job, then you need to have the side hustle, then maybe you're driving for Uber and you got an Etsy store. You need to have multiple lines of revenue. So if one disappears, you can still pay the bills. Now, that being said, a lot of people are concerned about ageism. They're worried about, because I'm of a certain age and a certain level of experience, they're not going to want to talk to me. It may not be ageism. it could be when they look at your resume and your experience and your background, it's moneyism. They're going to know that you come with a price tag. And that price tag may be a little bit more than they can afford.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for that. Because, employers sure do have a way of making me feel like something is wrong with me. And I remember the days when I could go out and find work. I mean, retail was my number one place to go, right? It used to be that I could walk into any store and sell anything, right? Yep. And I enjoyed working with the people, meeting people, and then I was slowly working my way into junior management, but I just decided I wanted to go into banking. So I just went and walked right into Bank of America and went into banking. I never had any problems finding work, when I was younger. And so to me, I was thinking, well, is it my age? But no, like you're saying, the money situation changed, because what I was making working as an on-air personality for KDIA radio in 1992, what I was making then.
You were in diapers. Then.
Right, but I was on the air. Oh, I was lucky. I know. I was lucky to be on the radio then. but I was making the same amount of money as the fellas who were on the air, right? So I felt empowered. I felt like I was receiving equal pay and all of that. But that's what they're trying to pay folks today, right? As television producers. Just a couple dollars more here in 2021, doing a whole lot more.
Yeah. So, and when you had that job, think about how old you were and how much money that was for you at that age. So that's why it looks like ageism to a lot of people. But they're like, you know what? If we hire someone that doesn't have as much experience, then we may not have to pay as much. And part of that is because also when we were younger, we didn't have we didn't have as many demands on our paycheck. Right? When I was 20, I just had to pay for myself, my studio apartment, my meals, and I was okay with eating ramen noodles. Now, as we're older, what do we have? We have credit card bills, we got our mortgage, we got property taxes, we got children. Those things are expensive, I've heard. I don't have children, but I've heard children are expensive. Our mortgages have gone up. We've got car notes, we've got insurance, we've got retirement, 401ks. We need a bigger paycheck. And so, and sometimes you can't find that big paycheck from one employer. That's why you got to have the side hustles.
So what happened with salaries, and how have the employers, and we're going to get to specifics about what you do and how you're going to help us, but I want to take a look at the overall marketplace, or the business landscape, and really, stay on focus. I want us to be on point, to stay focused on the things that we are plagued with. And that is low pay, or,
pay inequity, issues. Right. The salary issues. And here's the thing. There are companies that are paying well. There are a lot of companies that are paying well, but you have to find them. So you have to find them. So, the bigger the company, the more opportunity that there is. So it's really going to be about doing your research. So it's not about taking any job. Like you said, when you were younger, you could walk into the door of any company and get a job like that. It's different now. You need to slow down. You need to take a step back, and you need to research what are the best companies for your industry, your experience, and your pay needs.
Okay, great. All right. Okay. And what do we need to take into those companies with us? Like, what are some of the primary skills that we need to be equipped with to just be able to once we've sat back and thought about, the corporations that we want to work for?
You really need to focus on your accomplishments. See, the more value